Hello, everybody. So, welcome to the show. Welcome to the channel. If you like what I'm doing here, please leave a comment. Tell me if you like this sort of content or not. I'd be happy to do some more. I've been doing a lot of live stuff recently, and I've done a lot of traditional work, but I'm also trying to include some of my digital paintings on here. So, this is a kind of a wandering character. It's done on Procreate. Really not for anything in particular, just me kind of building a catalog of paintings and going through stuff that interests me and taking an experimental approach and using some references from old photography, early 20th century photography that's in black and white. So it allows me to practice color as well. So here's some, this process is really simple. I kind of sketch it out, clean up the sketch as you're seeing. And I'm gonna then just block it all in one color to be able to hold a mask. And what that means is that it allows me to kind of lock that color so that I'm not drawing outside the box. And I'm taking little chunks. I'm doing masks of skin tones first, and then I'm gonna, mask the turban and then the rest of the outfit. That way I'm taking it one chunk at a time. I'm not using any adjustment layers here. I'm not using a multiply layer. I'm just straight up painting, which sometimes takes me a lot less to figure out, and it helps me kind of make sure that the colors are done in a way that I can control. Because when I do a multiply and an overlay layer, especially with multiply, sometimes the color temperature gets too wonky and I can't figure it out. So one day I'll figure it out better, but for now I think this, specifically with this one, it works better for me. I tend to find that I don't have a specific method really. I kind of change approaches every time I paint, so which maybe makes my paintings take a lot longer than usual because I don't have like a set routine that I go through. And I do a lot of the decision making while painting, and I feel like when you have a routine, especially from the ones I've learned, they're very, very regimented and they're very structured, and they know exactly what they want before they start painting. And I'm never like that. It's always, painting is always a negotiation for me, and I did not know I was going to do these stripes, for example, while I was sketching. So it's a process of discovery, and it's more fun for me that way. And I'm not under no illusion that I have to finish a painting in one sitting or finish it quickly. I mean, I think this took on and off, I don't know, many days, because I'm doing other stuff in between and I'm not just focused on it. And my attention span works that way. I can't just do everything in one sitting. I will, once I've rendered one thing well, I get too impatient and then the rest gets sloppy. So I try to, I dedicated a couple of sit downs just for the outfit once I got the face where I wanted it to be, because, otherwise I would have just rushed everything. So I hope that makes sense. I don't know if it does, but and if you notice, by the way, I did not do the hands and feet yet, because again, I would rush through. Right now I'm struggling with the folds. I'm struggling with making it soft, making the color variations soft and not having them be too jarring. Color transitions and edge transitions in clothing is very difficult for me because I haven't had much practice in them. So yeah, you see I've kind of completed or more rendered the feet and hands a little bit more. Got to do something about that walking stick, which is, it's interesting to see yourself paint after you've done it for a while. You almost see your thinking process, but it's not obvious to me really what decisions I'm making right now. I hope this is helpful though. Kind of showing that there really is no mystery, and I'm not really getting things right in the first place. It's a lot of back and forth, and stopping, coming back a few hours later or a day later and seeing, does that make sense? Does that not make sense? I can see right now, I wonder if I'm going to fix this or not, but I can see underneath the turban where it wraps underneath, around his neck, it's not really having a drop shadow on the piece of cloth underneath of it, the shirt or the tunic. So it looks like it's floating. It's not, you need contact shadows, and I wonder if I'm going to cast that and put that in or not. Curious to see. I've done this a while back, so it's been a good year maybe since I've put this on, and I think there's an earlier video on this channel with just music and without the narration, so that's gonna bug me, by the way. If I didn't put the contact shadow, I'm probably gonna go back in and find that on my iPad and put it in later. All right, so we're coming near the end here. Everything looks pretty rendered. I think I need to do oh, there it is. There's the contact shadow there. Looks a little bit better, doesn't it? I think I'm gonna do something about the background right now, because white is not really working for me. I need it a little bit darker to highlight the face, and I don't want the contrast to be on the dark cloth of the cloak or whatever it is. So we're coming near the end here. The feet look really bad, and you can really tell that there's a lot of work to be done on the feet, because now with a dark element in the back, you can see how not well rendered it is. But hopefully, there we go. We're working on it a little bit, and it's not the main focal point, but my eyes are gravitating towards it because it's not. It's what's wrong. So I'm pushing and pulling here, but back I added those highlights on top of his shoulders to kind of bring the attention and focal point up his face again. And yeah, not much to say after this. So hope you enjoyed this, and like and subscribe if you want some more.